All right, you guys. So I recently received a request via email from someone rather, uh, asking me to show you guys how the software works. Okay, so I want to kind of break this down and I want to make this very clear. Now, this video is going to pertain to two different groups of people. It's going to pertain to business owners and business people, and it's going to pertain to opportunity seekers and home-based business entrepreneurs. Okay, so your target markets are going to be a little bit different, but the procedure will remain the same. All right. Now, upon you enrolling as a member into GoRingless SMS, you're going to receive a replicated website that looks just like this, and you're also going to receive your own SMS number. Okay, your SMS number serves two purposes. Number one, it is going to be a sizzle call. Okay, and by sizzle call, I'm saying that when someone dials that number, they're going to listen to a 2 minute pre recorded message that you are going to receive as a member of Go Ringless SMS. Number two, whenever somebody text the word go to your individual SMS number, they're going to receive an automatic text response. Mind you, they are also going to receive the automatic text response if they call your sizzle number. So, regardless of whether they text go to that number or they dial that number, they are still both going to receive an automated text response in the event that you have funded your account with enough credits. You are going to receive 100 free credits as a member of GoRingless SMS once you start. But once you get into some heavy duty marketing, you're going to need to add additional credits. Okay, I have a separate video on how to add additional credits that you can go and watch. All right, so now, how do we use the Ringless voicemail platform? Well, first and foremost, you need leads. Now, in this particular video, I'm only going to really show this lead source for those of you who are business people. Because a great lead pool to dive into, as far as promoting a software like this, is realtors and so on and so forth, because they love marketing tools. Okay. Now, Sales Genie is a platform that you can use to find leads of very qualified buyers. Okay, so you can actually find specific leads. Okay, you can find people leads that are qualified by their particular industry. You can find out how many employees these people have. You can find leads based off of credit rating, so on and so forth. Okay, so if you are a professional and you're looking for a particular type of lead, then in more cases than not, you would be able to find those with Sales Genie. Now, if you are looking for leads such as home based business professionals, then in that case, then you would want genealogy leads or opportunity seeker leads, or what is also known as buyer leads. Okay, now those are the types of people that home-based business entrepreneurs are going to target. Okay, but once you have solidified your source for leads and you've purchased some leads to do your campaign, now you are going to need to fund your account. Okay, so prior to logging into the system, you're going to need to fund your account. Now, I know that when I click this, it's going to make me log in again because it times out very fast. So, if you haven't had any activity on your in your back office for about 3 or 4 minutes, it times out and then you have to log back in all over again. So I knew that was going to happen. Okay, so now let's go ahead and show you um, how to fund your campaigns for your Ringless voicemail. Okay, so when you click on when you click on campaigns here, you're going to land on this page. And then if you scroll down, you will see the options that are available to you. So if you only wanted to send 500 RVMs, ringless voicemail messages, uh, it will be 19.95, the equivalent of 3.92 cents per delivered ringless voicemail. Mind you, you're only charged for successful ringless voicemail drops. Okay, so if you dial a landline or something like that, then you're not going to be charged because you didn't leave a drop. Okay, now you can see that as things continue on incrementally, the price gets lower and lower depending upon the amount of volume that you choose. Okay, so for example, 509 ringless voicemail messages for 20 bucks, or if you spend 400 bucks, you get 15,000 messages, and it puts you at wholesale pricing for 2.52 cents per delivered message. um, I've been familiar with ringless voicemail. I've been using ringless voicemail for probably about, I would guesstimate, about 3 years now, and I've never come across any other vendor or source who will offer you the opportunity to get ringless voicemail messages for 2.5 cents, even when you purchase in bulk and volume. Okay, so this is a very good deal here. Okay, so once you've chosen the amount of messages that you want to send, you're going to go ahead and make your purchase. Okay. Now, once you've made your purchase, you're going to have to complete this form. Now, here's a caveat here. This form is for people who want uh, GoRingless SMS, the admin of GoRingless SMS, to run your campaign on your behalf. Okay. Now, I personally like to do things on my own. So, if you want to get access to the if you want to get access to the platform for yourself, all you have to do is send them an email at this email address right here and say, "Hey, I'd like to run my own campaigns." And what they will do is they will provide you with a username and password the so that you can get into the platform. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and log into the platform. Okay, so prior to you being able to get into the platform, first off, you have to type the words "I accept." Now, if you're brand new to this and you're into reading contracts and in their totality, then you can read this entire contract, but you're going to have to scroll down to find the radio box so that you can so that you can click "I agree." And then you're going to have to do that 3 times because there's 3 sections. Okay, so section A, then you have section B, and then you have section C. Once you've done all 3, you can click on accept the terms and conditions. Now you have access to your platform. Okay, so what do you do to send out a campaign? Well, obviously, you need an audio file, you need a caller ID, and you need a phone list. Okay, so um, whatever lead source that you chose, what you would do is you'd come to phone list. Okay, then you would click on new phone list here, give your phone list a name. I always leave split states on no, suppress cell phones, and you click on that and type on ringless voicemail. Okay, now you could also type on ringless voicemail plus compatible landline, but I just always do ringless voicemail. Okay, this might get you a few extra drops uh, when applicable, so you could try this. See, you can see here it says this varies, which does result in increased line taps. See, I don't even know what that means. That's something that you would have to ask support. So I'm just going to leave it here. And then, you know, you may want to go ahead and do the do not call list too and click yes, just because some people are sticklers about receiving any type of advertising messages. Okay, so finally, you are going to find your file that you want to upload. Okay, now I already have files uploaded, so I don't need to do that, and I'm in the wrong section for my leads, so I'm going to bypass that. But all you do is click browse, you'd find your leads that you want to upload. Where is my leads folder? My leads folder is missing. I just noticed that. Crikey. So I, so I have to find my leads folder. Did I move it in here? There we are. Okay, so here's some leads just to throw something in there. Oops. Test. Okay, click save here. And momentarily that particular lead list will populate. Okay, it takes a minute for it to populate. Okay, but once you get it situated, it will be visible here. Now you may need to refresh your page or something like that in order to get it visible, but once you get it in there, you will be able to see how many actual leads have been loaded into your Ringless voicemail platform. So you can see um, the loaded the column that says loaded is the correct column for you to base how many people you're going to be able to reach. Okay, if you get a bunch of malformed numbers, invalid numbers, suppressed numbers, things like that, that means that those aren't going to actually go through. Okay, so now that you have your phone list in there, you need to enter your caller ID. Now, your caller ID number is going to be the very same number that shows on your replicated website that has been automatically assigned to you as after you have become a member. Okay, so you're going to take your automated, I'm sorry, you're going to take your SMS number and you're going to click on new caller ID. You're going to paste that number into the field there, and then you can write a little note so that you know it's your GRS uh, phone number. Okay, then click on save. I already have that number in the system, so it wouldn't let me upload it, but you can see that that's how you do it, is just by clicking save. Okay, finally, you need to have your audio. Now, your audio is going to be the outgoing message that is going to actually land inside of the voicemail of the cell phone carriers that you are sending your message to. Okay, now here are the two messages that are provided for you when you become a member of GoRingless SMS. Okay, this is the sizzle call. This is the number that they are going to, this is the message that they're going to hear when and if they call your number. Okay, now this message here, the RVM MP3, is the message that they are going to hear when you send them the message. Okay, so this is the message that is going to land in their voicemail. This is the message that is going to play for them if they call your number. Okay, so this is the message that you need here. You need the ringless voicemail
Hi,
message.
this is Coach Paul. I'd like to introduce you to something new, simple, and very lucrative.
Okay, so this is what you're going to use in the event that you're promoting Go Ringless SMS. If you were promoting one of your primary businesses or something like that, then obviously you would have to use a different message. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to be using the Go Ringless SMS message because I want to promote Go Ringless SMS. Okay, so now I've shown you the three key things that you have to do to run a ringless voicemail campaign. You have to have your list of leads. You have to have your caller ID set so that the people can call your number back or text you, whatever the case. And you have to have an audio. Okay, once you have those things all set, you can come over here to ringless voicemail. Okay, now I was actually going to run one yesterday and I forgot. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to schedule one to go out uh, for later on today. Okay, GRS blast, and then I'm going to put today's date, which is 5/10/2018. Okay, for the time being, I'm going to leave that on paused. Okay, now in order for you to add your message, your audio message, you need to click on this. Okay, if you've already uploaded your message like I showed you, you can just click it there. Actually, you can double click it and you can see that it is populated inside there. So now your message is uploaded. Okay, next thing you want to do is you want to click on next over here, and we're just going to leave the max ports as is, and then we're going to click on next. Okay, so today is a Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Double check here. Yeah, today is Thursday. So, what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down to Thursday. Actually, okay, and don't mind this schedule information here. This is something that I set up a long time ago. Okay, so for Thursday, I'm going to run my campaign from 9 until 11. Oh, it's not moving. Okay, there we are. So from 9 until, oops, 9, let's do it 9:15 until, shit, I keep clicking the wrong thing there. Okay, now let's move this one over to 11:30. Alright, so now we have that set from 9 until 11:30 on Thursday. Okay, alright, now we have to set our caller ID that we want to assign for our system. So let's go back and double check my number again, 4824065. Here we have 4824065, so we know we have the right one. And just drag it over here to the assigned caller ID section. Alright, click next. Now it's asking me to assign one or more phone lists that I would like to send my messages to. So in this particular instance, I'm going to click on my T Fisher list just as a test, because that's not the actual one that I want to send, but I'm going to just use that and click on next. I want to monitor my successful drops until it reaches 5,000 on a daily basis. That's not really all that important. It just depends. You can check here and you can have an email sent to yourself after your particular target has been reached. I'm just going to put it on 1,000 or whatever and then click it. Okay, now click save. Okay. So, my campaign is loading. You can't see it just yet, but it is loading in there. And momentarily, it will show. Okay, so now you can see the campaign. All right, so now in order to make sure that this campaign runs, you have to turn it from paused to active. So the easy way to do that is to double click. Okay, and it will open up on a new page here in a second. Not sure why it's going so slow. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Now that we are in here, you can see the details of your campaign. Okay, now for those of you who are paying attention, you might notice that my max ports now say 100 instead of 200. I'm not going to really explain that, but you know, the simple way to understand it is that the 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 more ports you're using, the faster your messages go out. The faster your messages go out, the more likelihood that your account can end up negative. So they will continue sending to your leads if you have more leads than what you have funds to pay for those leads, if that makes sense. Okay, so first thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and click this thing onto active. Okay, let's check the schedule before we do that. So my caller ID is set. All right, my phone list is set. My targets are set, and the rehash is not pertinent to this video. Okay, so the only thing I need to do is come back over here to turn this on to active. And once I put that on active, um, click on save. Okay, so now my campaign is active, but it's not going to start running until 9:15 this morning. You can see right now that it's 2:35 a.m. So when I get done with my kids at the doctor in the morning, you know, more than likely I should start to have some email notifications from people that have either texted or called my number, because the Ringless voicemail message that they're going to receive actually gives them a call to action to go and call the number. Okay, so I'm going to play a little bit of it for you so you can hear
In
it.
fact, I'm using this program right now, and so can you. If you own a business or looking for a stable, dynamic business that has people chasing you and not the other way around, then text the word GO to the caller ID on your smartphone. I'll immediately text you the information on how to get thousands of prospects that convert into sales every time I use this. Text the word GO, that's G-O, to the caller ID now.
Okay, so if you were paying attention, he just told them to text the word go on the caller ID. The caller ID number that I have assigned that is going to be visible for all of the people who receive my message is the same caller ID number that is attached to my system. Okay, so what that means is that they're going to call and they're going to hear my sizzle message. So now I'm going to give you a little taste of the sizzle message.
Thanks for your call. You're about to hear an exciting opportunity, which includes a built-in SMS platform, ringless voice messaging, and a suite of lead generation tools that are all state-of-the-art. This all-in-one program is called GoRingless SMS and can only be purchased from your inviter. If you own a business, whether it's home-based or brick and mortar, you need a way to reach thousands of customers and use the latest technology without all the headaches and learning curves. GoRingless SMS, or what we call GRS, finds you leads, deploys a message to those leads, and then sends a text message to your prospects or customers with a website link to your business or opportunity.
Okay, so I'm not going to play the entire thing. I could have. It's only about 2 minutes long, but now you guys should have a better understanding of how this system is going to work for you, because I'm sending this out to about 5,000 people. Now I might run out of credits before it hits the 5,000 people. If so, that's fine. I can just load more credits. But the people who get this ringless voicemail message and check their voicemail are going to do one of two things, one of three things. They're going to text the number that is in their caller ID, like he said, or they're going to call the number out of curiosity, or number three, they're not going to do anything. They're going to just completely bypass everything that just happened. A small percentage of the people who go through your system are going to have a level of interest in learning how to use automated marketing like this. Okay, a smaller percentage of those who go through your system are going to join your business. And for every one of those particular people who come out of your sales funnel, you're going to earn 500 bucks. Okay, if you can sustain this and run campaigns daily to a large enough number of leads, you almost inevitably are going to make money. Okay, the question is, when you make money, are you going to take those funds and reinvest back into more marketing, or are you going to go and burn your money and waste your money? That's why a lot of people never get the opportunity to scale up in their business and really have a true breakthrough, because they take the money that they make and they spend it on odds and ends instead of reinvesting it back into their marketing. All right. So, with that said, we are 30 minutes deep into this video. So, if you watched this far, I know that you're 110% serious about getting started with this thing. So, you know, all you have to do next is click on the link. Depending on where you're watching this, you can click on the link below in the YouTube description to get started. If you're watching this on one of my web pages, there'll be a button underneath this video. Or if you still have a couple questions, you can actually shoot me a text message at 614-600-2328. Okay, so that's pretty much it, you guys. I think I've been extremely thorough in showing you guys exactly how these campaigns work and how this system works overall. So the next thing for you to do is go ahead and take action. And for all of you who get started, I am going to provide you with some leads for you to jumpstart your marketing. And no, they're not going to be the same leads that I give to everybody else. Each person is going to get their own individual leads, fresh leads, and you can start to market right away. Okay, so with that said, hopefully you guys gain some value from this, and I will see you guys on the inside.